It is SummerSlam Saturday. We're here in Los Angeles where it's currently 11 billion degrees outside. We got a bunch of people coming over today to watch some wrestling, and I want to cool them off with some lovely hurricanes, courtesy of Vibofrost. They sent this machine over to me and I can't wait to try it out. I'm going to definitely give my honest opinion, but with it being so hot outside, I'm pretty sure anything that comes out of this is going to be delicious. We're going to drink through all of that. So I know I've done product integrations into my videos before. I've done knives. Obviously I just did the pizza oven not too long ago. And I know some of you are probably thinking I'm turning into John QVC. But this is different, which is why I'm gonna change up the whole way that I review this product. Normally I just do a recipe and I say, hey, here's this thing that you can do this recipe with. But I really wanted to focus on how amazing and awesome this machine is. This, of course, is a slushie machine, but it's so much more than that. It can make milkshakes, it can make frozen cocktails, it can make frozen wine. We all love some rosé, and I'm definitely gonna be making that later on. Whatever frozen treat you want to make, this thing can do. So it says this can hold 88 ounces. We're getting ready to find out if we can actually fit 88 ounces in here because, as you can see, this thing is pretty full. I did the math right. We're going to the top. All right, oh boy.
Yeah, it's still out here.
Okay, close that, hit the cocktail button, and then let's hit play. It'll give us a time at some point, tell us how much time it's gonna take, but I'm imagining for the next hour or so, we're just gonna be waiting to see what comes of this. So this unit can hold up to 88 ounces of liquid, and I must emphasize liquid. No solids can go in here. So if you have mix-ins that you wanna do, fruit chunks, Oreos, graham crackers, whatever it is that you want to go into your drink, you have to wait till after the machine is done, pour it out into your cups, and then you can put those in. Otherwise, this machine is great. Depending on how much liquid you put in there and what exactly you're making, it can vary between 20 minutes to get your stuff frosted up or up to 55 minutes. None of the things that I tried, and I tried a hurricane, I did frosé, I did some Frosties the next day, none of those took more than an hour to do, and that's me filling this all the way to the top. And if you chill all your ingredients beforehand, even faster. The front panel is touchscreen and it's really simple. You just pour your liquids in, you hit exactly the button that you want, whether it's frozen coffees, frosé, some milkshakes, all the icons are up there. And all you have to do is hit the corresponding one, hit the play button, and it takes care of itself. As far as size goes, like this could easily fit anywhere on my kitchen counter. I'm probably gonna store it somewhere back there. But it's not taking up a whole bunch of space. As you see, it's not super wide and it's not even that long. Like this could easily fit underneath that cabinet and not stick out in a weird, awkward way. If I had to guess, the unit probably weighs about 25 or so pounds, which is actually kind of good because with this thing spinning inside, you definitely want something that keeps it sturdy and upright. God forbid someone just knocks into it and knocks it over and spill all your drink. Be more sad about all the spilled drink. But having said that, and I haven't tried this yet, this does feel portable. I think you can buy like an accessory bag to carry and store it with. So if I wanted to show up to somebody's potluck and I didn't want to bring the mac and cheese, I would absolutely bring this and I'd be the coolest person of the day, no pun intended. And there's not a lot of parts to this. So you just lift this up to unlock it. You pull out your container. This cylinder here gets very, very cold, and as liquid makes contact with it, it freezes. Then we have this little spiral scraper here, and this is pretty much gonna take the ice that forms on our cylinder and scrape it off, allowing fresh liquid to make contact with the cold cylinder. And then we just have our actual container that holds all our liquid. There's a minimum fill line, there's a max fill line, and even though this max fill line is there, the 88 ounces goes probably just up to here. There's no tubes, there's no inner weird compartments with crevices that you gotta deep clean. Like it's very, very simple to clean. All you have to do is pour some warm water in here. Say you're just going between batches, so like I did 3 batches of hurricanes, right? And since I wasn't switching the flavor, just in between each one, I just took some warm water, poured it into this, let it get here, and then I just emptied out the valve and then started with a fresh new batch. That was it. All right, so it's been about an hour. It's nice and frosty. All right, Nick, give it a good old sample. Oh yeah, that is very slushy. One thing to do, drink it.
It's delicious. That's delicious.
I decided to make some hurricanes for everybody because a few months ago I went to New Orleans and had such a good time. And I just felt like that was like the perfect sweet treat for everything. And so 20 of my friends descended upon my place and we had ourselves a great old time. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I will definitely give you the hurricane recipe because your reaction is gonna be the same as my buddy Nick's.
Yeah, that's a winner right there. That's a legit winner.
As far as cleaning in between different flavors, so when I switched from the Hurricanes to the Frosés, maybe all of 5 minutes. I did take this off. I put just like a little tiny drop of dish soap in there with some warm water, swished it around, wiped off the cylinder and the little spiral thing. There's a little condensation tray that catches condensation underneath there. I just took that out, emptied it, and I was back up and running in 5 minutes. So it's just that easy to do it. And it has a cleaning cycle on it that takes about 5 minutes. So who is this for? I would put this into 2 categories of people. The first one obviously is parents. If you have kids, they're going to absolutely love this. It is still summertime here in the US. For at least like another 2 months. It's really hot outside. A bottle of Coke or a bottle of Hawaiian Punch in here can go a very long way in getting your kids just to chill out. And also something I was just thinking about on Saturday as I was kind of messing around with this, like when I think back about all my summers growing up, there were just these moments, these things I did, and usually it was courtesy of my parents. And this felt totally like a reminiscing, I'm going to remember this forever. That's that summer of 96 or whatever it is, type of moment. And I don't have kids, but if I did, that would be like a great thing I'd love to have. Just know for a fact, they're going to always think back, man, Dad was back there making us slushies all summer long, go outside, run around, ride bikes, play on our futuristic iPads, and then come back inside all sweaty. We had slushies waiting for us. The other category of people that I think this machine is for is the category that I'm in, someone who hosts a lot. Whether it's 5 people or 20 people, this machine actually holds it down really well. Like I said, from the very first sip, people were just blown away with one, how good the texture was. Like everything was super smooth. There wasn't huge chunks of ice or anything like that. It was just perfect slushy consistency. And of course I was going for the Hurricane Fat Tuesday type vibe. So that's why I bought these and the tubes. I just put the toppers in there to give a little bit of an extra alcohol boost. I think it's not even really a complaint. I just wish this was bigger. I wish it could hold more than 88 ounces because, you know, me and my friends thirsty asses, we were just going through the drinks like nothing. So luckily I had enough to make 3 batches, and there was a little bit of impatience because it was so good. People were just like, yo,
when is it ready? When is it ready? I want some now.
I did eventually switch over to these smaller cups, and they're only really smaller by an ounce. Like I think these are 17 ounces and these are 16 ounces. But the thing is, like with this, you want to fill it all the way up to the top because it's very Fat Tuesday, very Margaritaville. But 17 ounces will kill this very, very fast. With these cups, I found that people were less likely to fill it to the top, and they were kind of just going to this middle point, which I guess I could safely say is maybe around 8 ounces. Or you could just buy 8-ounce cups. You know, it's all up to you. I know I said there are 2 categories, but there is kind of a third one, and that's you who's probably on the fence because you're like, it's just a slushy machine though. Like, it's a one-trick pony. My toaster is a one-trick pony. My rice cooker is a one-trick pony. My coffee machine is a one-trick pony. But that one trick they do really, really well. And that is the case for this Vibofrost. It does everything frozen really, really well. Consistency was my biggest question. Absolutely nailed it. Both between the Frosty and the daiquiris that I was making. As far as durability goes, it feels solid. I'm definitely going to be using this a lot for the next 2 months. Right now in Los Angeles, August and September are like 2 of the hottest months, and it often extends into October. Like our weather is weird. It's really like kind of mid-November when things really start cooling down. So I've got a bunch of weekends of use for this, and I'm definitely gonna put it to its test. So if you're watching this right now, it's the beginning of August. If you're say watching this in October or November, like just drop a comment below and just say, hey, how is it going? And I'll give you my honest opinion about what it is, because I'm going to be using the hell out of this thing. In fact, Vibofrost, if you want to see me a second one, because as you see, I have a problem where I run out of Slushie really fast because I just have too many people over. So I'll definitely take a second one. Right now on the website, this is going for about $350 retail. Again, that is as of today. This is August 2025. I definitely think this is a worthy investment for your kids, for the people you're hosting. You show up to a potluck or you have a brunch or anything, this is the centerpiece. You can build everything around this. And yeah, that is the Vibofrost. As far as the Hurricane recipe goes, here's all you need. We're gonna need 28 ounces of passion fruit juice, 14 ounces of orange juice, 6 ounces of grenadine, 8 ounces of lime juice, 4 ounces of simple syrup, and 30 ounces of white rum. I was just using this Bacardi silver here. And that math really takes you up to 90 ounces, but just leave a little bit behind in whatever you're using. If you're using a pitcher or a measuring cup, whatever it is, just leave a little smidge behind. And then you just hit the cocktail setting on the machine and let it do its thing. It'll run for as long as it needs. It has sensors inside that's gonna tell you when everything is ready. You'll get a notification, it'll say cool, and then you just enjoy yourself. And I'm also gonna leave that ice cream recipe down in the description. That one, that was incredible. Like, I love Wendy's Frosties, and I feel like it nailed it. Like, it nailed it so perfectly. Just leave your mix-ins after you pour. After you pour it out of here, then you can mix whatever you want in. And just a few little tips and tricks for you here if you are going to decide to buy one of these machines. Prepping ahead helps out a lot. So say like I had batches ready, just mixing them in like a cheap Cambro like this. This one can hold up to 4 quarts, or even just in a pitcher, just having them ready to go, chilled in the fridge was super helpful because it made the freezing time of the second and third batch way faster. Also, something that I didn't do, but I kind of want to do is when I know this is getting low and I'm getting ready to make another batch, maybe moving one of these to the freezer for like 15 minutes just to give it a good extra head start, I think will make this process go a lot faster. I don't want to fully freeze it, but I just want to get it as chilled as possible so that the machine is doing a little bit less work and everybody can stay happy because again, I had a lot of impatient people after that first batch. And I definitely will be making some more recipes with this. I might be doing it as soon as next week. I think I'm making ceviche, so I feel like some frozen margaritas would be perfect for this. And then with football season coming up, I might do something dumb with some Hennessy or something in it. I don't know, but this is literally going to be getting used a lot. I have not stopped getting messages from people asking like, yo, when are you breaking that out again? Very, very soon. In fact, I'm gonna break it out now. All right, we're gonna make some frosé. And all I did is I bought like this $10 bottle of rosé. It's Josh. I've got my lid open here. Just gonna pop this on, boom, just like that. So we're just gonna take this whole bottle here and we're just gonna pour it over the top. And so as you can see here, we are just above the minimum. The minimum is right there and the max is somewhere up in this area. So we're just right there, kind of almost in the middle, which is perfect. So all I'm gonna do is just close this lid. I'm going to hit wine on here. And if you need to, sometimes you may have to hit this unlock buttons right underneath the wine. And then I'm just gonna hit play. And this is about all the noise that it's gonna make. Granted, my chest is kind of up on this machine, but what pretty much what's gonna happen is, again, this cylinder is gonna get very, very cold. This wine, as it makes contact with it, is gonna make very, very thin layers of ice. And then this scraper is gonna scrape that ice off. And it's gonna keep repeating until this entire thing turns into a frozen rosé. All right, it has been about an hour. As you can see, the cool sign is on, which means we are ready to dispense. And also I had this on max thickness. Is this plus and minus button here. I had it all the way up for pretty much everything I've made, but you can set it to whatever your desire is. And once it's done doing its thing, it'll stay on that cool mode and it'll just keep going. And you just wanna keep this on until you run out. Then either you can decide to shut it down and clean it or make another batch. But just like this, and that's the one thing that everybody was talking about was just how smooth everything came out with no chunks of ice. And boom, we've got frozen rosé in around an hour's time. Shout out to Vibofrost for sending this unit over to me. I did not know what to expect, and now I have a new lover in the house. That's how I'm treating this. It's gonna get so much use. So again, thank you for that. And if you click the link down in the description, you can buy this and I do get a commission for that. But once again, that is not persuading me to say all these lovely, wonderful things. This is an awesome product. I have no idea what other companies are entering this slushy market, but you better come with your A game because Vibofrost definitely has a winner right here. So until next time, stay cool and peace out.